Hello everybody, my name is Phil from the channel Los Santos Polski Heat, the House of Gaming, and welcome to my winter car episode 10. And in today's episode we will definitely continue building the car as we're speaking about it, because I was thinking, yes, why not? It's time to build the car. Anyway, so Yes, my friends. So, sorry about that. I just had to check something to make sure. And in today's episode, we're going to be putting engine and everything into the car. Ooh, okay. It was a hard thing to put this onto the hoist. And I spent trying to put the engine outside of my hours. So that way I'll know what it looks like when we're going to be putting engine in. So I don't have practice with it. Just to let you know. Like in real life, you need to grab and then you slide the engine and then you lower it until you see the screws line up. So I'm assuming we need to lower the engine more. I didn't mean to pick that up. Someone is getting excited. Alright. To be honest, that's my first time actually installing the engine, So, yes. I'm assuming we wait for the engine to stop moving. Or do we lower it more so it's more on the frame like this? And then maybe we need to you have to be, precise when it comes to mounting the engine. Yeah. Maybe, because I never did that. My first time putting the engine into this bad boy. As I'm not much. I didn't mean to pick it up. Of course, my guy's cool. Yes, I'm thinking about putting the engine today and have it finally somewhat completed. So that way, when then we're gonna start the last episode, we got rid of the problem. If we go to our apartment, there'll be no bottles on the ground. So I'm thinking what we're gonna do is we're gonna burn the alcohol in the trash because we're not gonna be drinking anymore. Do we need to lower it? Because good question. We need to lower it until the screws show up, And then when they show up, I think it's... Oh! I heard the engine snapping in. There we go, we have an engine in, boys and girls. That means we're making progress. Because I had a problem. I just threw the engine in. Apparently, if you throw the engine in, it doesn't work. You have to use the engine hoist. And there we are. We have engine in it. Wow. Guys, that's a big deal. Having an engine in. Some people be like, that's not a big deal. It is not a big deal for you. Look at this car, how many suspension is lowered because of the engine. The weight of the engine. That means this thing broke on me last time when I tried to put the engine in. So I'm trying to finish this build today. So that way, probably in today's episode, we'll be able to drive it. Because I wanted to have a first start to hear that, that kitty purr, see what she sounds like. So I'm actually trying my best to, well, I'm not trying my best, I'm doing my best to make sure that we're gonna have the car running today. We have to put the gearbox on, and I don't know how you pour in the gearbox oil. I have no idea. This is my first time with you building the car. So I figure out in order to work this, we have to put the hood on. Maybe last. We put the hood last. I don't know, where do you pour in the oil? I'm assuming you probably undo the big screw here. Or maybe you put oil here into that dipstick. Don't ask me, because I know as much as you. I know that there is this thing. Yeah, the transmission fluid. Or do we just, maybe there is no physics in the game yet for it. So is that mean just kind of hover over like this, and then it will just plop, 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 fill in. It's, you know what? That looks like a plug we need to undo. And to me, that looks like a plug. See this one? I think you just undo this to pour in the oil. That's what I'm thinking. See that thing there? Because I don't see anywhere else you could pour in the oil. I don't know, because you see, I'm the first time as you are. That looks like a big screw to me. Oh wait, that could be the screw here. I don't know which one, because to be honest, if I knew, we wouldn't be here in this situation. Instead we'd be doing our own things. Well, I'm getting cold, so we're gonna go in the house for a minute to get the body temperature. While I'll figure it out. Just give me a minute. I just am gonna have to Google it. Just to make sure, because I don't want to spend too much of the time. You know that. Okay, it says here. Excuse me, give me a minute. That's for the automatic transmission. It says if you have automatic transmission, you will use that. So I'm assuming. Let's put the gearbox in first, and then we have a look. Because to be honest, I have no idea. I'm new to this, as much as you are. So how do I make sure my gearbox is in? Look like. See, there's no tick for a gearbox. I have a gearbox mount on, just to let you know. I have no mods installed, so we're not gonna be see through the place. Yeah. This is the exhaust pipe front. So I'm assuming this goes from the engine here. Right? Or am I wrong? Because that's engine front, right? Yeah, we're gonna spend another probably day trying to figure out stuff. Or maybe this one doesn't take automatic gearbox. It should. Because this is our way of gaming. Let me just lift the car up from here. So that we can install the fuel pump. You see, I'm trying my best. Alright, hello everybody, back. I was just making sure something works for me. And I came to conclusion that maybe we need to put on, you know, the drive shaft first in order to be able to, you know, maybe receive the gearbox on, because, you know, that doesn't teach anything much. So yeah, I didn't skip anything. Just to let you know, guys, I was just doing a bit of myself, try to fit. That's why I paused the video for a minute to see if we could fit it on. And now I think if we have that, does that mean we can have finally the gearbox on? Is there, like, you know, does that have some ways that has to go on? You know, like say I have to have a drive shaft first before you can put the gearbox on? Or do you have to have a gearbox on before the drive shaft? Yeah. That's gonna be the questions, multi-million question, isn't it? As you see, that goes here. So I'm assuming the reason probably the gearbox is not coming on, hold on, is probably because we have the gearbox brake on, brake. Do we have to remove that before we can put the gearbox on and then install that when the gearbox is on? You see, that's the one question that comes to my mind. Does that mean, like, because we have, let's say, the gearbox brace on, we can't do anything about it? We're gonna figure it out eventually. That's the idea. That's the idea, is to figure it out. Even though probably we won't get another video done today, what I wanted to do. Maybe that's the last thing you put on. Is the brakes. Maybe that's what holds the gearbox in. You know? So maybe that comes on last. That's why I'm just trying to figure out. Now if we put the gearbox, does the gearbox go first? Yeah. So the brace is what holds the gearbox in. Okay, so we figured it out. Do we have to screw in, you know, these things in, you know, the drive shafts? There's a drive shaft that drive shaft that goes from the gearbox. Okay, so we got this much in. Okay, does that mean there's gonna be a little filler for the gearbox? It's here. I'm assume you open this. Hold on, which way is the open? This way. This way is closed. Okay. And then you pour in your liquids through the gearbox. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. Actually, I have to say this game is good when it comes to this kind of concept. I like to always figure out stuff, you know, before I do, because I have an idea in my head that we're supposed to have this done a long time ago and stuff like that. So you'll be probably thinking to yourself, you know, you could have just, you know, have a car ready and then just do the videos on it. And maybe instead of putting it together, make a video of me as disassembling the car, yeah? That would be funny to watch instead of, you know, you putting the car together. You're going to be watching someone actually taking the car apart. That's already been built by someone. Is that something that people would watch? I mean, there is probably people that probably like stuff like that, you know, to watch someone dismantling the cars and stuff like that. But, you know, I want to put the car together so at least we learn as we go along, so we know exactly what we're gonna need for stuff like that. So that way, when you're gonna build your car on your own, at least then you know. Looks like the gearbox was already full with fluid. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, we have, oh yeah, automatic is 3-speed. What can I say? Today's episode is kind of weird, I know. What can I say? I had to make weird videos for you guys. We learn that step together as we go along. Well, we have no problem anymore, because in the previous episode you saw me that I got rid of the drinking alcohol problem. So what that means, you're probably thinking? Well, I'm thinking what that means is we're gonna practically start deleting. We could practically got rid of the alcohol by now if we wanted to, right? As in, like, you know, throw it out, but I'm gonna keep it just to have it. Because we already paid for it, 100 something marks. You don't want to waste money on it, you know? I like the way it says empty bottle, even though it's not a bottle. Bottoms up, guys. Bottoms up. Maybe when you're gonna add achievements, we're gonna have already half of the achievements completed by now. I have it. You know, build the car and stuff like that, and have a. Probably there'll be one achievement that's gonna probably say you finally got rid of your problem by drinking, you sobered up and stuff like that. I mean, no, it's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. Yeah, we're making coffee at around 5 p.m. nearly. Why not, right? Oh, it's just water, look at this. So if you want to drink water, just don't do what I did. Alright. We need to go for a pee. Because I'm thinking we have to putting the pipes together for the, you know, we have to get the car in the state that's able to drive now. That means we're gonna have to install back the gearboxes, covers and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a bit of work to do. Oh, look at this, there's a piss. That's fine. When there's gonna be a mop, probably for cleaning, we fix the floor from the piss. Right, let's just have a quick look what we need. Of course, we need pipes for this. In the next episode, I'm hoping that we're gonna actually be taking some of the junk to the junkyard. Right, what do we have here, everyone? I think we need radiator hoses. We do, everybody. And I think there's a little screw probably that you need to put on. Now we need what is known as the top bottom. Oh boy. This is... Imagine if I just didn't have those stuff, right? You know, those needed stuff. Once we have the car put it together, I'm not gonna put the engine cover yet, because we still need to do wiring. So I have a feeling we probably will have to wait till daytime. Or maybe if we could push it into the garage a bit, so that we can see. But you know, I think we could sleep it off, right? And then screw in until we don't see the screw moving, or be just like this, you know, discreet. And try to find the next remaining screw to see if there is. There it is. Yeah, I think the screw is here, yeah. That's for the water pump. So that's the that's a circulation. You know, that circulates. Oh wait, we don't want the heat to escape from the house. And that would be a house inlet for the heater. So I assume that goes here. And then you have inlets, and there should be one outlet. That's a clutch cable. That's for... Oh yeah, by the way, clutch cable is only for, you know, automatic. Sorry, manual. What am I saying? Automatic. So we have two inlets maybe, and that's it. No outlets. Let's see. Inlets. Would that be like... The game be like, yeah, you can have two inlets. Why not? This game is all about learning. It's kind of interesting how this, you know, comes together and goes together, you know? In my opinion, it's good even if we don't get the car started today. At least we have something done. But I wouldn't be happy because, you know, we put effort into it. So I might make the longest video today available for you. I have a feeling that this one has to go somehow like this. And that is, what is this? This is the heater hose outlet. I don't think you can have two inlets hoses, you know what I mean? Like, you can either one of each. You can't have, let's say, two inlets and then outlets, because I don't think that's how it works. No, you see, one let you, so you have to have a one of each. You could just try it this way. And maybe it will click in, right? I mean, that's what you want. Just so it clicks in. Right, let me have a look. You know what? I just want to lower the jack. I mean, not, I want to lower the jack and move it out of the way. So that will we kind of push the car towards the light. Maybe let's move the things out of the way first. I could pause the video if I wanted to. What I need is just to push it into a light bit so I know what I'm working with. Because I don't know, I don't think there's only, I know there's one inlet and one outlet. And we did put automatic gearbox on, right? Yes, really, because the 5 gear speed is here. Okay. Whew. Imagine if I put the wrong gearbox on. That will be another massive delay for me. There we go. I just need to push it more inwards a bit. At least then I can see what I'm doing with the engine for today. Because I think I want to get the engine done today. That would be a good thing to do, don't you think, guys? Just have an engine done. Oh, the door is open, of course. Yeah. Just a little push. And I see the starter. Does that mean, right? The reason it doesn't want to go is because the handbrake is on. That's a good question. Oh, excuse me. We're nearly there. Just a little push in so I can see what I'm working with. A bit more. That will do. Because the handbrake works. Okay, now we need outlets, I'm assuming, right? So that's inlet. We need outlet. I'm assuming the outlet goes down there, see? On this little tubing there. And then that would probably connect somewhere around the engine. Or probably we're missing something, are we? Or maybe there is no such thing as outlets for yet, so maybe we need 2 inlets. You see, that's what I mean. You know, you see me doing this and then you know it's not working. There has to be an outlet installed in here somewhere. Because there's always one inlet and there's always one outlet. That's how I see it. We could try to push it inwards a bit, you know? So that way we can see something. Oh. I like the way you just hit that and it's like, oh, no. The thing is, my hands are too powerful, look. That should do. And then push it a bit inwards. A bit more. Something fell. What did we lose? Ah. Okay, just this. Okay, that's good. Well, it's not good that we lost parts. But I think we lost the parts. It's because I see there's these screws we didn't screw in on the top. Ah, ha, 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 I see. Where's the toolbox? I kinda need toolbox. so we can, figure this as out. Ah, the reason this is falling off, I figured out already. I already figured out why this thing always falls off on me. Oh shit. That's the alarm going off. Sorry, where is it? Oh, excuse me about that. That means we burned the coffee? You know what? There is nothing better than burnt coffee, isn't it? Well, I need to figure this out. And I was like wondering, imagine if we burn the house down. Then we have nowhere to live. Yeah, today is kind of... We put the gearbox on. I know, we didn't do much. You can't blame that on me. That we didn't do much today. Because to be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. At least it's good to know that, the thing goes off. As I was in my real life, I was like, did I left something in the house burning? You see, putting those screws in won't do nothing to you, because there's these big screws here I forgot, right? And I was wondering why these things fall off. Now we know that you need to screw every single screw in. I would not like if something from the engine fall out, like the, one of those little things. Because then I will have to probably try my best to figure out. I see. We need to put the outlet on. Without the outlet, we are nothing, right? Which one is this? That's the outlet hose. We have to try... Oh, it was there. I've literally seen it. You see what I mean? You just have to figure it out where it goes. That's the thing about me, guys. If I knew how to put the car together, it would be boring to watch. Because then you'd be like, this guy knows how to put the engine together. And he already put it together probably, and he just didn't save the games to make a video for us. Yeah, that's what it would be. If I knew how to do it, that's what the video would be like. But I don't know where things go in this game. So you're just watching what I'm watching. Well, the good thing is in the next video, we should be able to start putting together most of the car, if that's the saying. Let me throw some stuff in the pit of doom for now. Look at this, it's snowing. We need this, the central console. We will get rid of some of this stuff. We're gonna go. We're not gonna show you how you can make money selling junk. Let me just push the cars. Let's let the heat escape. Why not? Just a bit more, please. Just a bit more. Just a bit more. Just a bit more. So I can close this. Right. Left. Alright. I figure out I'm gonna maybe leave today's episode a bit longer. Right? Because maybe everyone wants to see the car to be already built. Oh, it looks like something is leaking, right? We'll see in a minute. I looked like the water pump is leaking. You see that? There's a visual leak in my car. That means I have a leak in the system. That means I probably didn't put the screw somewhere, right? That's interesting to see the leaks. He put so much effort into this game. Looks like we're losing liquid through the pump. Oh, great. Hold on, can I get out through here, please? Can I somehow get out, please? Alright. That's what I mean, you see, once you get stuck here, you're stuck here for good. Because I see there's a leakage. Right. Where the water pump is, you see? You see, the system is leaking, so that means I have a leakage somewhere. Yeah, the system is leaking. And I'm stuck. It probably means that I didn't put something on. You know? I don't want to quit the game right now. That's why I don't like working here in the garage. Maybe. Because usually you can get out of this situation. But look, I'm stuck. Ah, I'm not stuck anymore. Okay. What's leaking? Looks like a water pump leakage, right? Yep. I'm gonna have to push the car out of the garage because I don't know where the leakage is from yet. Of course, I'm gonna come out. Because I need to see the leak. Why you don't want to come out? Alright, because it's in P. Park. We need to put it in neutral. Well, I know something is leaking from the engine, as you saw it. What do you think it's leaking? Because I want to have this over with. That's what happens with automatics, everyone. We'll try to shift to neutral. So that way I can at least see what's happening, right? I think... How do you shift backwards? Yeah, you see, look, I'm trying to change the gears. Well, that's a problem for next episode, right? Oi, something is leaking from the engine, and that looks like by the water pump. And I can't push the car out. Oh, now it's gone. Come on, out, 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 so I can see what your problem is. Come on, you're not allowed in this garage. Not until I figure out why you're leaking. Let me see, something causing the leak. And I know it's a water pump. You know, there will be no problems if I knew exactly where. But leaking from where the water pump is. And that's the water pump here. That's one problem at a time, you know? I need to figure it out. It's leaking, of course. See that? I need to figure it out before the next episode we start. It's leaking, so of course there must be some problems. Probably I missed a screw or something. But that's for me to figure out. And for you to worry about it for the next video. No? It's leaking, so that means we have a problem. That I need to address ASAP, right? It's coming from this here. So, looks like I'm gonna have to figure this out and let you know in the next episode. Or I could take off this shroud for a minute. And then we can figure out together. It's leaking, so of course it has a water leakage problem. That's where the timing belt is. That's the water pump. So it's leaking from here. We'll figure out. That's what we're here for. Let's see. It's still leaking, right? So it has to be water pump, right? Has to be water pump relay. As I know, that's where the water pump is, see? That's where it's leaking from. Yeah, we can take it off, why not? Yeah, that's the problem is here in the where the water pump is. Well, I'm assuming that's where the problem is because I'm looking in here. This has nothing to do with the water. So you're telling me that my water pump is faulty? Yes, okay, I fell in, but that's okay. Let me try this water pump. It's leaking still. There must be something that I forgot to put in, maybe. Maybe I didn't connect something related. Yes, I know you like to jump around. That's gonna be something I'm gonna have to figure out. Probably we have a... You know, that could be a visual glitch. Because if what it's not losing any water as I'm looking at it. So maybe it's a visual glitch. Well, we'll find out as we will be putting this engine together. Of course. Of course. You have to remove the water pump in order to put the timing belt on. Because look, there's a leak. Literally. And I have no idea what's causing the leak. The water leaking. Just that mean that I have a radiator that is broken? Well, I don't know. We'll find out eventually, right? That's what they always say. Did the leaking stop? No, it's still leaking. Okay. Am I correct? Or do I have to... gonna have to take the more off the engine just to put on the timing belt back on? Ah, yes, of course. It's the... You have to remove this, you see, in order to put it back on. Assume. Yeah, I think you have to remove this in order to put on the timing belt. So, thanks for watching. My name is Phil from the channel Los Santos Polski Hity, and you've been watching my winter car, and I will try to figure this out before the next episode. And I probably will let you know by next episode what it was, but I think it's normal that the pump leaks in this game. After all, this game is not new. It's buggy. Let me just put together whatever I have, and I probably will let you know by next time. Yes, what's gonna be. So, hopefully it's something big. Maybe just something major. Or maybe I didn't close the cap. That could be the thing. That it's leaking because this is not... Hold on, did we lose much? No, we're not losing any liquids. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out in my own terms. Because I don't want to keep you too long in this video already. It's nearly 1 hour long. And I did break my... And I did break my staff, saying that the video should be that long. Thermostat heating won't come off. Is there a third screw somewhere? Because I need to remove this, you know, in order to make it work. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to remove this. You know, the thermostat housing. In my own term and time. Because I need to put on the timing belt, but I can't put the timing belt if I have a thermostat housing. Could that be the problem? Well, that's gonna be for the next episode for you to find out. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna quit the save, and then, you know, I'm gonna redo everything on my own terms, and then we'll be back when I have a gearbox and everything together the way it was, and then we'll see from there. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I see you all in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well, and leave me the comment down below and tell me why you think it's leaking. And if you know anything, just leave the comment down. But thanks for watching anyways. See you in the next video.